Okay, they were the second to last to rehearse today. It's Ukraine, Shum, Goa. Strange order that I put them. But we watched the first rehearsal, and guess what? We have thoughts. You ready to share them?
Yes,
So
very
let's
much.
do it. Let's talk Eurovision. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all, Matt, ESC United, and Boris,
Yes.
ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. And as pointed out, Goa just rehearsed for the very first time. Ukraine, before I hand it to you, they are known for putting together a very interesting staging, and I don't think they disappointed us.
Yeah, no, this is not just a grin that you see. This is like a shit-eating grin. I had Ukraine in my top 3, and I feel so vindicated believing in them. All the way through Solovey to now. Like, they absolutely outsold it. And I think, what I think is a smart part of their choreography, or of their staging basically, is that Katrina, who's the lead singer, stands out. They completely recognize the fact that she's the one selling it. Mm-hmm. That her personal charisma, her intensity, her voice.
That's intensity. Because she's not like smiling and stuff.
Her
She's just
general
like
demeanor. She's so immensely intense, and she sells it basically by herself. Yes. So what do Ukraine do? They put her in an outfit that conflicts with the rest of the color palette that they're showing. See, she stands out even more than she normally does. On top of that, we have like a choreography that's like have these glowy discs. It's very Tron.
Yeah.
Or very like.
We said that earlier. Actually,
it's very like they look like Indian chakrams. I think they're called. They're like these throwing frisbees that kill people.
Frisbee. That's a good word, because I was always like the lightning halos, but it's not really a halo.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and they're going to kill the competition with that because it looks incredibly effective. They're mounted into a stage of like white trees. Everyone is dressed in white except for Katrina, who's dressed in black and neon green, which looks
like
very...
a feather boa looking thing, actually, kind of. But it's not really a feather boa. It just has like
it looks like sort of between a boa and a moo-moo.
Yeah, it kind of does.
But
it looks good.
She looks like a giant like terror bird.
Yes. And the thing is, it's not just that it looks amazing, it's just the progression of the song, the whole staging it makes sense, it's visually appealing, and it never, even though there's a good amount of stuff happening on the backdrop, on stage with the props and the dancers, it never feels messy. And it can look easily messy with having a crazy backdrop, having all the dancers, having the props on stage. And yet it is very, very, it's coming together so well. I love that.
Sometimes you just have to recognize that some entries have just a vision of creativity of a concept. This entry has that. It's very clear they're not taking the easy way route. It's obviously always risky to go for white voice. It's always risky to go for a singer who doesn't fit inside like Western beauty standards, but I think she's
very pretty. Yeah,
I think she has a rather unconventional beauty about her.
That's what it is, an unconventional. Yes.
Yeah, and that's always a huge risk because you might alienate people. But like if you're strong and not weak, you're absolutely going to love this.
Yes. And here's the interesting part, because I know that you mentioned you love the song, right? For me, the song was just somewhere between I like it, but it was not like moving mountains for me. But I can
they were so good
objectively,
they were so good that they won you over.
I mean, the song. I will still say I'm still not certain about the juries. I will say that, but this is almost a guaranteed top 3 for me in the televote. I don't know if it's going to win the televote, but it will be a top 3 in the televote. I just know it. And I feel really good about it. So I had them before as a borderline qualifier in my B pre. Because I think if they're going to only come 6 with the televoters, they could potentially miss out. But there's no way they're not going to be in the televote top 5. There's no way.
I feel like I've legitimately forgotten who was between Cyprus and Ukraine at this point.
Those were like 2 standouts for sure.
Yeah.
But is there anything? I know we were super excited. That should change next time. But they're like, okay, there's a little bit area of improvement.
I mean, I was a bit surprised that they didn't put any audience shots in there, because I felt like the audience going out on this song and the delegations in the green room going out on this song, that if they can get shots of that, I think that can actually add to the vibe. But I understand why they wouldn't do that, because the concept is very stylistic. So keeping focus on Katrina and on her dancers, I think, is a very smart move. So it's not really a change. It's more like, oh, I'm surprised they didn't go for that, but I actually understand why they don't. I don't think they need to change much. They have, like Cyprus, I feel like they have a finished product.
Yes.
It's ready to go.
It's almost ready to go. There's hardly anything I would change. The only thing is, to me, they had this moment was like halfway through the song or 2/3 through the song where those two dancers went to these barrels and did like, it looks like an offering or so. That was hard to tell.
They were getting sand from the
Sand, I
band.
couldn't tell what it
Yeah.
was. And granted, the watermark blocked some of it, but it was a little short, a little dark. So maybe make that a little bit more clear. That's the only thing. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing there. So that was a little bit confusing. But other than that, I'm like, see you next Tuesday. I think you're ready. You know, it's like,
See you in the finale. And then I think they're ready.
well, we don't want to spoil our prediction video, Boris. But yes, you know.
This would not be a spoiler. This is just common sense.
No, and yeah, any doubt that I had or concerns, I wouldn't say doubt, concerns. I feel a lot more confident now. So fans of Goa, Ukrainians out there, come from a fan and a indifferent sounds kind of rude, but just like, you know, just
Someone
like
they won
in between.
over.
Yeah, someone they won over for sure. That they have it. So this was a fantastic performance and a fantastic rehearsal. And watch the clip. I'm sure it'll not capture the whole spirit of it, but at least you get a slight idea of what we're talking about with the trees that are sitting there in the back where they're surrounded by, and the backdrop a little bit. There's a lot going on, but it works. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.